Step by step, day by day. And Scott Stapp, that guy from Creed. Did you know that every Creed song was based on an ep of Step by Step? You probably didn't, so now shut up and learn. It's time for Step by Step.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Step by Step, the podcast. This is the show. I am one of the hosts of the show. My name is Chris McCarthy, and the co-host is here as well.
Hey,
Rob,
what's up?
Rob, hey.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'll be honest. Been a little bit better, but happy to be here.
You have been better?
I have been better. I've been worse. I've been much worse.
Okay.
I've been slightly better.
When were you better than you are right now?
2012.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Right before the election.
Okay. So when Obama was president and then you had hope that he wouldn't be? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, no, I wanted him to be again.
Okay.
And we're not politics.
Hey, come on.
We're
I
not.
can't believe. What
why
are we talking 30
about
seconds in? We're talking about politics?
We're talking about politics.
That's on you.
Yeah, look.
We are not politics.
I didn't want Mitt Romney, and I was really scared he was going to be president. But when I was
that was the best you ever were?
Was when I was terrified that he was going to be president. Yeah.
That's when you were at the happiest
That's
of
the
your
happiest
life?
I've ever been in my life, when I was terrified he was going to be president. Yeah.
Okay, so that was after your wedding day.
Yep.
Before you had kids.
Yeah. Post-wedding, pre-kids.
But neither of those are on the chart. At least...
Oh, no, top 10.
At this level.
Top
yeah.
10.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happier now than I've been on those 2 days.
So it goes number one, right before Obama's reelection, when you thought Mitt Romney might be president, and that scared you, but that made you also the happiest you've ever been.
I really felt something.
Okay.
You know?
Number two
I
is...
just feel alive sometimes.
Number two is right this moment.
Well, right now, for sure.
Okay. What is the third most happy time?
Oh, the third most happy time?
And I should say we don't have time to do this, but indulge me.
I'd have to say the third most happy time is when I failed my first driver's test.
You have a weird...
Just so relieved I didn't have to go out and possibly get in a car accident.
And then the kids in marriage is like somewhere... You said somewhere in the top 10.
Yeah, top 10, yeah.
Probably
9 and 10.
9 and 10. Okay. Yeah.
Not in any particular order at that point.
Yeah. My happiest time, of course, was when they rebooted Murphy Brown. Anyways, this is Step by Step. Rob, we got to talk about the podcast. So...
we have to talk about the podcast, or we have to talk about...
Well, no, yes.
Oh, we have to tell people what it's about.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's a podcast. Everyone knows that by now. Mm-hmm. They know that you're Rob Hedden. I'm Chris. And the show is about Step by Step, the sitcom from the early to mid to late 90s. Not just about that, though.
No,
because that would be insane to just do a podcast about Step by Step.
Who would do a show just about one thing, one show? Well, you did that, actually.
Someone who's an idiot. But the other thing we're talking about just as much, equally important, if not more important.
Yin and yang.
If not less important. Creed.
Mm-hmm.
The band, Scott Stapp, the singer.
Specifically.
And the fact that Scott Stapp wrote his songs about the show Step by Step.
Yeah, we're really only here, and it's not just Creed. It's Scott Stapp, right? The show's not Step by Creed. It's Step by Stapp.
Stapp the man.
We don't care as much about Tommy Django's, and we don't care as much about all the other guys in the band. They're all great. They're wonderful musicians.
Great guys, those guys.
Yeah, all of them, every single one.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here to talk about Scott Stapp.
Yeah,
the mind behind it all.
This is the show. Today, we're talking about an episode of Step by Step where JT and Dana go to prom. Let that sink in for a moment.
It felt like they'd been seniors for the first 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But
so just take that in.
Here we are.
And think, oh, okay, prom episode. Got it. And then there's also a song that's about that episode, which is called Unforgiven. And it's by Creed, and it's from the album My Own Prison. We could just talk about those two things right now, but we're not going to, because what we realized, everyone, is that we were watching this episode of Step by Step, and Rob and I were sitting on the couch, and we start thinking, wait a minute, we have done this before. Turns out that a long time ago, probably, I don't know how long ago it was, but when we were in high school.
A decade and a half.
What happened was, so this
1.5 scores.
episode is about prom. And Rob and I were thinking like, we went to prom, right? You went to prom, I went to prom. And then all of a sudden we were like, holy shit, wait a minute. We were there together. Not as dates, but it ended up that we were at the same prom.
We were there. That's where we met.
It turns out that's where we met. And it also turns out that I recorded it.
Because we didn't even go to the same high school.
No, which is why it's so weird that we were at the same prom.
Right. It was your prom, and someone from your school asked me to go as a date.
Yeah, that's true. But so that is crazy in and of itself. And the fact that neither of us remembered that until just now is kind of insane. But then I was like,
a long time ago.
Hold on a second. I have this recorded. Because you remember how I recorded every move?
Yeah.
Throughout high school?
Yeah.
Every moment of every day?
It was weird.
Well, I had, and we didn't go to the same high school, so you didn't know that
No,
for the most part.
When I met you, you said, I'm recording this conversation. Because you
told
literally have
everyone.
to tell everyone that you're recording
Yes.
conversations you're having with them.
Yes, I said
And
I'm wearing a wire.
Yep. And you actually gave me a piece of paper that explained everything about why.
Yeah, and it was a very long, convoluted explanation.
You had to go around to everyone at the prom and give them the piece of paper and explain to them and get their signature.
Well, they had to
say that
sign
was
it
okay.
too.
Yeah.
Yes. We needed signatures because otherwise I would have to distort the voices somehow when I listened back to it.
Right. And you weren't recording at unique tracks like we do now.
Oh my God. If
The
only
technology is not-
I could have. No, it was one track
Yeah.
city back then. And the explanation for why I was recording every conversation is because, as you know, my grandfather was an attorney, and I say was because he is dead now.
Right.
But he died in a horrible courtroom incident.
I remember you telling me about this. It was really awful.
It was gruesome.
Yeah.
But it turns out he didn't get the proper signatures for people he was secretly recording. One of them murdered him. So I was like, well, guess who's not making that mistake?
You took it really literally. And just any conversation you had with anyone, not even in confidence, recorded all of it.
I got news for you, Rob. I'm recording this conversation right now.
I know you've been threatening
separately
me.
from the podcast.
I know you've been sending me threatening notes saying, "I hope you better hope I don't have tapes."
And you were like, I hope there are tapes. And I was like, well, careful what you wish for. But so basically I'm recording everything, and I did back then. And we have a recording of the prom in which we actually, if you remember, we talk about the same episode of Step by Step where they go to prom. We talk about it that night. We talked about it.
We did. We talked about it that night because we thought it was like so weird. It really reminded of. Well,
you know what? We're just going to play it. Why don't we just play it?
Let's play it for the people.
Okay, let's play it for the people. Okay, here we are at the punch bowl. Gimme that punch.
Hey, you gonna pour the punch or you just gonna keep holding the ladle?
I'm recording this conversation, sir. I'm sorry, I have to explain this to you. Would you mind signing this?
I'm sorry, what?
This very large piece of paper, please sign.
There's a lot of words here. I read it
I
like
have to tell you this, so that I am recording
10th
you.
grade level. Hang
You
on.
are being recorded, and you can't say that you don't know.
What?
Later on, you can't tell me you didn't know.
I don't know what's happening now. What is this?
Some punch?
Get that mic out of my
Would you
face.
like some
what
punch?
What are you doing? I might punch you.
That's kind of funny. Because I said I was referring to the drink. But now you're threatening to punch me in the face.
Yeah, what wordplay? What do you want from me?
Name's Chris.
Rob,
Hi.
what's going on?
Not much. I'm just here waiting for my hot date at the prom. How about you?
I actually I don't go to this school. But I don't know. A friend of my cousin's needed a date, and she said meet her here, and I haven't been able to find her yet. I don't know. Yeah. I've been like trying to T9 her on my Kyocera, and I just cannot get in touch with this girl. She's not getting back to me.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in touch with my date too on my TI. 86, and it's just
You've been trying to get
Not
in touch with her on
working.
your somewhat advanced scientific calculator?
yeah. Well, okay, so it is a calculator.
Yeah,
then.
I mean, Texas
It
Instruments
is.
can, you can play Snake and stuff on it. I can do it on my Kyocera, too.
So it's
Blue
not
backlight.
okay. So it's not a phone. Okay,
No,
great.
that's not a phone.
no fine. No, it's fine. I wasn't lied to, and I wasn't tricked. No
They're
one.
expensive,
Yep.
but they're not phones.
Okay, so that explains why no one has.
Maybe in the future, your phone will actually be able to do as
Responding-
much as that can.
Yeah, I was told it was.
Someone should make a
Device,
phone
a
that can
texting
also like
device.
do calculator and maybe play music and stuff.
pretty sure
That won't take
those
off.
those might exist already.
In 2002, those exist already?
A phone that is also a calculator?
No, and like plays music.
You got to
and-
flip it up.
Oh, yeah. Well, mine's not even that. Mine's like the brick.
You have it's literally
This
a
isn't
brick.
even a flip phone.
You're holding a brick.
Well, yeah, but it says Kyocera on it.
It sounds like we both got sold things that we thought were phones. Who did you buy yours from?
I bought mine from a guy who said he was a rep from VoiceStream.
Okay, that's my.
I met him in the parking lot
yep,
of a Costco.
That's my uncle Jeff. He said he goes
And
around.
he works for VoiceStream
That's what he tells people.
because he works for them.
No. He says he met you at Costco, right in the parking lot.
Well, yeah, I had just walked out with my actual VoiceStream phone, and he said,
Correct.
"Hey, come over here."
He said,
already
"I
got a
work for
contract. I got
VoiceStream.
something better for you.
I have a better one here.
You
take
give me
this."
that, I'll give you this."
Yes, and did he also tell you he was recording you? Give you a big long piece of paper to sign?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's-
I
that's-
thought it was a contract for the new phone.
No, that's my uncle. Anyway, he sold me this as well, and it is not a phone. Listen, how you liking prom so far? Because I got to tell you, I thought there'd be more girls.
You thought there'd be more girls at your own junior prom? These are the people you go to school with.
I thought there'd be at least one for me.
well,
My
yeah.
date is nowhere to be seen.
What happened to your date?
I don't know. I've been trying to text her on this, what is apparently a calculator.
Obviously, neither of us have phones.
Okay.
And that's
that has
fine.
been established.
Because even in this day and age, a lot of kids, even their phone is just in case of emergencies.
Man, okay. So then we're just standing here drinking punch together, you and me, a couple of strangers.
No, hang on.
Yeah.
I got something for you. All right, hang on. I got this at
You got something for me?
the liquor store. Yeah. Hang on. Hold on. You have to walk around the punch
Is
bowl.
it
Oh, gotta get
walk around the punch bowl?
stand next to me. Stand next
Okay,
to me. Hold on.
okay,
I'm gonna crack it
okay.
open. I'm gonna crack it open.
Okay.
See what I'm pouring in there?
Diet Coke?
No.
Oh, it's just in a Diet Coke bottle?
It's just I had to disguise it. Yeah, to disguise it.
What is it actually?
This is you won't believe this. People are gonna get wrecked tonight in this punch.
What is it? You're spiking the punch.
I'm spiking that shit out of it.
What is it?
Pouring alcohol in it. I'm putting spikes in it.
Alcohol?
Yeah. Putting in Jose Cuervo margarita mix.
No shit.
Dude, they didn't even card me at the ShopRite. It's incredible.
I didn't even know they sold alcohol at the ShopRite.
I didn't either, but there it was. I was walking down the aisle and I was
Well, guess
trying
what?
to buy some beer and I saw Jose Cuervo. I was like, yeah, get that.
Guess what?
What?
Before you walked up to the punch bowl,
Yeah.
I have been also spiking it.
Oh, what'd you? Oh my God, we're all gonna get blasted.
I was pouring an absinthe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that the stuff that makes you hallucinate?
It supposedly makes you hallucinate. It is not legal.
Here I am, just thinking I'm putting some tequila in there, and
Yeah.
you are throwing illegal absinthe into there. Isn't that stuff expensive? How are you just
Oh.
going to give this away to everybody?
I know a guy. I found a guy who works for VoiceStream.
Is this your Uncle Jeff?
No, different guy.
Different guy.
Different guy. This guy has a big mustache, and glasses and a large nose.
Hang on. Does it look like the nose is attached to the glasses and the mustache is attached to the nose?
You know-
And maybe none of that is attached to the face?
You know what? So at some point he did take his glasses off and the nose and the mustache came off. with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yes.
And what did it look like when he did that?
Looked exactly like my Uncle Jeff.
I think I see what's happening here. I don't think you could trust your Uncle Jeff, I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to take a swig of this absinthe
Go
for
ahead.
1 second. Okay, yeah, it's Coke. It's, I think, Diet Coke.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did not spike it then.
Okay, so you put Coke in it.
Apparently.
And now it's got a ton of what I'm pretty sure is just straight grain tequila.
Okay.
Because I know what alcohol terms are at my age.
Right.
And I guess let's get a glass.
Yeah, pour me a scoop.
There you go, bro.
Thanks, bro. I feel like we're bonding right now, you and me, a couple of strangers at the prom.
Yeah. You want to dance or something?
No.
No,
But
me either. No, that's cool.
that's awesome, man. This I am feeling just wrecked already.
Oh yeah, I don't know how long it takes for alcohol to set in, but I'm pretty sure it's instantaneous. And I don't know, man. The room is just lit.
Attention, prom goers. Will Rob Hedden and Chris McCarthy please report to the front prom desk? We have word your dates are not coming. They've informed us that they will not be attending the prom with you especially, and they said they didn't want to go with you because they don't like you. Please come to the front prom desk.
Oh, that kind of. So you're Chris, right? That was you.
Yeah, and you said you're Rob, right?
I'm Rob Haddon.
Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
That's kind of messed up that they announced that. Now everyone's looking at us.
Yeah, it's that. I feel a little weird. This is really
I guess we should go to the front prom desk.
Why? Though? They already told us. They could. Why didn't they just have us report
Are they
over
going to
there?
kick us out?
You think they're going to kick? Why would
Yes.
they kick you out of your own prom? Maybe
I think
me.
they're going to
I don't
kick me
belong
out.
here.
They're going to kick me out because I'm a loser and because my date didn't show up.
You think that the school faculty is going to kick you out because your date stood you up?
Listen, you don't know these guys.
You're right. I don't. At my high school, I don't think they do that.
Oh, they would totally do that.
Really?
Yeah. A teacher
boy.
last week gave me a wedgie.
What?
He gave me a wedgie. You heard me. It's because I did my.
Why would your-
It's because I did my homework on time.
Because you did your homework on time. He
Yeah.
grabbed you by your dungarees and held you up.
Well, the underwear that was beneath them, yes.
Oh man.
And he said I was a dork and a nerd.
Well, you wearing tighty whities at this point?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to change over, man.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
But I guess we should go report to the front prom desk.
right, yeah, let's go.
So be right back. I'm just saying that for future, like if anyone ever listens back to this recording, because I am recording this
Oh,
conversation.
you're not going to record the faculty though?
I guess I will, of course.
Will
but
they not sign? I don't know.
they might not sign.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Okay, be right back.
Step by step.
So lame.
I can't believe they kicked us out.
I told you they were going to.
You know, these teachers don't mess around around here. This is crazy.
Yeah, and guess what else you discovered is that you don't have to be wearing tighty whities to get a wedgie.
No, I was wearing like just Joe boxers.
You were wearing Joe boxers,
Yeah,
and they
with a
gave you.
smiley face in the front.
Mr. Henderson picked you up with one hand by your Joe boxers with
Yeah.
one finger.
From the front. It was like a backwards wedgie. It was awful. It like right between my two balls, just kind of like cinched up in the scrotum.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want to be that
gross.
specific about it, but he
No,
did it.
no, I know. I'm just thinking about because I am recording this, and if someone overhears that, that may be TMI.
Well, for legal reasons, I hope that they use this against Mr. Henderson.
Oh, you'll never win against them.
Really?
Believe me. No.
Not even with recordings?
No, it does not matter how many record. They are in the pockets of every judge
They're in the judge's pockets?
in the county.
Oh, my God.
Yes. You try to take them to trial. It happened to me once. I sued him. I sued Mr. Henderson directly.
Oh, so he has a vendetta against you now.
Oh, yes.
Because he had to go through legal fees for this. I'm sure the union takes care of him.
I don't even know. He's what they might call a rogue agent. This guy,
Agent for who?
I guess rogue teacher, but
Okay.
he considers himself an agent, Mr. Henderson.
This is sounding very Matrixy.
Agent, yeah. He gave me a wedgie one time. He picked me up by my pants, but also he did some kind of origami thing
Whoa.
while he was holding the underpants, and then he spun me around. And by the time he put me down, he had made what looked like a duck.
I was going to say swan because that's like the normal origami thing, but he made a duck out of
it,
your
was
underwear?
it was a duck.
Well,
it was
giving you a
clearly
wedgie.
a duck. It
Oh,
was a
okay.
mallard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like even like colored it.
Yeah, there was no mistaking that it was a duck and not a swan. Because I thought the same thing. Because I was like, of course, everyone knows that it's a swan, not a duck. And if someone were saying that, they wouldn't pause very long and then say duck.
Right. Well, you have to remember what it was because it was a little weird. I get it. I get it.
He made a duck out of my undies,
That's
is what I'm
crazy.
saying.
While you were wearing them.
Yes. So I sued him. This guy basically, he only does wedgies.
Oh, that's like his thing.
That's his calling card.
Okay.
That's what he,
Oh.
that's what he says.
He tells people that's his calling card? This guy's really leaving it all out in the open.
He doesn't give a shit, Rob. When I tell you he's in the judge's pockets,
Giving him wedgies?
no, he would never do that to
never
the
to a
judge.
judge. Okay.
No, because he needs them to rule in favor of him. But he's giving him maybe a little pocket pool, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In those
'cause I'm
robes, under those robes, Rob.
Yeah, I'm like a good 6 years into like masturbation, so yeah, I get it.
You're 6 years into a single time.
No, multiple times. I've just been like, I've known what that is for about 6 years
Okay.
now. So I definitely am an expert.
6 years you've known about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten it to work yet, but we're trying. We're working on that.
Listen, good
So
luck.
we get lucky tonight,
Good
honestly.
luck, man. Well, I was hoping you were hoping to get lucky by masturbating tonight.
My hand, her hand, doesn't matter.
But,
She's
like, you
gone, so
could-
I'm hoping to get lucky. Still, I still got a chance.
You're in control of one of those things.
You'd be surprised. The mind is a tricky
my
vixen.
God. Have you been rejecting yourself?
Yeah, a lot.
Wow.
Try to do the stranger, still doesn't work out. Who knows how to do these things, right? There's no manual. No one's teaching me.
I wish I could tell you.
There were these other kids in my high school. The dentist taught them, and you know what? What are you gonna do?
There's kids in your high school that the dentist taught
Yeah,
how to masturbate.
yeah. He taught them how. Yeah.
Not good. No, it's not good, bro.
No, those kids are probably going to be really messed up, and who knows what's going to happen to them? Maybe some of them will die, or some
you're
of them will be
jealous of
alcoholics
them.
when they're
You're
older. Who
jealous.
knows what's going to happen to them? But honestly, yeah, they're out there just being able to
Because they know how to do
they're
it.
able to enjoy themselves.
You just wish you knew how.
I just wish I knew how.
But you said you knew about it for 6 years.
I've known about it. I've been trying
You've
it.
just known of the concept of
Yeah,
it.
I've been trying to
Listen,
do it for 6 years.
if I could teach you, I would. In a second, right now, that's what we'd be doing. If I could
are
do
you
it,
a
Rob,
dentist?
that's the problem. I
Yeah.
am not a dentist.
Don't teach
I guess.
me. You're not a dentist. It's not your job.
But listen. All that aside, I can't help but be reminded in this moment, sitting here with you on the steps of the auditorium, kicked out of the prom.
Ugh, remind me.
I feel like I've seen something like this before. Now I'm remembering what it is. Do you remember? This is kind of weird, but do you remember the show Step by Step?
TGIF?
TGIF 9:30, I believe. 9. Step by Step, the show.
Yeah. I couldn't
Patrick
watch it earlier. It was
Duffy,
too late for me, but yeah.
Suzanne Summers,
The one with the big boobs.
Cody. Who else? Kids in the Clan.
Yeah.
Now
All
you
the kids in the
remember.
clan.
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
all.
yeah.
I remember thinking they were so much older at the time that the show was on too. They were going to prom, right?
They were going. That's precisely, Rob.
That's the
they
one you're
were
thinking of
going
too?
to prom.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you remember the episode of Step by Step where JT goes to prom with a girl who he was set up with, who is like, what is she, like 13?
Yeah, I think he like yells at his buddy outside of the house. He's like, she's 13.
His buddy sets him up with his sister.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's the buddy's hot sister.
who
and it turns
knows
out,
Mick Jagger or something.
yeah,
I
she's
don't know
like
why this is so vivid for me
she's a
right
supermodel.
now.
Well, I feel like I just watched it, and I didn't, but I feel like I did.
Yeah, you know what though? Like when we're young, like in high school, there's not that much happening. So like, you have a lot more room in your brain for memories.
And hey, at this point, it was only 8 years ago that episode.
This episode,
Yeah, at this point,
yeah, about that.
so it's mostly fresh in my mind. And yeah, so his buddy's sister is a supermodel, and he thinks he's going to the prom with her. Turns out he set him up with his other sister, who is a 13-year-old girl and not a looker.
That's kind of the situation I was in tonight, actually.
She was 13, your date?
Yeah, she was 13. She stood me up.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
I don't know how she was getting into the prom.
Maybe she
I think
realized.
she's one of those like smart kids that like skip grades or something though, and then probably like wussed out.
No, it doesn't matter because we can't go in. They're not coming, Rob.
Yeah, I know. They're not coming.
And my date was a supermodel.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's
do you
what
mean
I was
was?
told. She is one.
Her career lived and died already?
She was a supermodel in 1983.
Oh.
And yeah, she's a little older. So you know how you said your date was like 13?
Yeah.
Mine's 73.
Oh.
Was 73, I should say, until she didn't show up.
Wow.
Now she's dead to me.
Okay, so you invited an older supermodel to the prom.
She was a Blanche type. Are you familiar with Golden Girls?
Yeah, I think I've seen it on like daytime TV or something. Like my mom might have watched it.
Yeah, so Blanche was like the really horny old lady.
Yeah.
And
okay,
she wasn't attractive, and she wasn't even...
None of them were.
Right, but like you could tell like some of them, maybe like Betty White back in the day, probably a looker.
Is Blanche the one who's like was the daughter of the old lady?
No. That's B. Arthur. That's Dorothy.
Oh, that's
And
B.
the
Arthur.
old lady is Estelle Getty. It's Sophia.
who's actually younger than B. Arthur. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Oh, so you do know a little bit.
I know a little bit of
Listen, all you need to know
a
is
lot of trivia.
All you need to know is Blanche was the horny one, and that was kind of what my date was. But anyway, JT, right?
Yeah, so JT ends up going to the prom with the 13-year-old, and he's all kind of bent out of shape about it, but he humors her, right? He still goes. So as much as he tries to pull away, I mean, when she comes in the door, he tries to run out the back door of the house.
He tries to escape, yeah. And he should, because she's underage. It's a little weird.
They're both underage.
They're both underage, but she's like
He might be
way
18.
underage.
I mean, look, in this day and age, whatever, the chicks, right?
No. No. See, I feel like our friendship is I felt a connection, and then now you're saying stuff like that.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like...
Oh, that was a joke?
Yeah, shock jockish. I don't know. I'm still trying to find my way through.
Yeah.
It's a little weird to be on mic, honestly. It's making me kind of nervous.
You like Opie and Anthony and stuff, right?
I wouldn't say... I'm really... Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I've listened to them a few times. They're funny.
They're not that funny, but they're not as funny as some guys I like right now. I'm really into this guy, Louis C.K.
Oh, yeah? You're really
Yes.
into Louis C.K.? I never heard of him. Does he have a show or anything?
Not yet, but I tell you something. This guy's going to take off like a rocket ship, and nothing is going to bring him down.
Really?
Yes.
Nothing?
Nothing. He's
Oh,
kind of
wow.
like, have you ever heard of Bill Cosby?
I love Bill Cosby.
Me too. He's invincible, and he is the funniest.
America's Dad.
He's America's dad, and he's wholesome, and that's what I like about him.
Yeah.
I feel like this Louis guy and him are going to be in the same category someday.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin Spacey, personally, I'm a huge fan.
What about Kevin Spacey?
I'm just thinking of older men that I'm just a huge fan of.
People you admire.
Kevin Spacey's huge. I mean, he was in Superman. I admire Kevin Spacey. I don't think anything can ever take him down.
He wasn't in Superman.
Yeah, he was. He was
No.
Lex Luthor.
No.
What are you talking about?
In the year 2002, Kevin Spacey was not in Superman.
That come out later?
In the future, I don't know, Rob. It's only 2002. I can't predict the future, which is why I'm saying that I love Louis C.K., I love Bill Cosby, I love Kevin Spacey, of course, and other people. One of my favorite producers is Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, I was going to say, that's some of the best movies ever made, right?
I mean, that guy...
Matt Damon's career was built on his back.
That guy is... he's unstoppable.
Good Will Hunting would have never happened if not for Harvey Weinstein.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir, my friend. And this recording that I'm doing, which, by the way, of course, I'm recording this conversation, will age well. I know it, because these guys are some of the best guys.
Yeah. They are America's best men.
They're all America's dads to me. All of them.
Yeah, this is, in reality, A Few Good Men.
This is in reality, Mount Rushmore of America's dads. You got Louis C.K., you got Bill Cosby, you got Kevin Spacey, and Harvey Weinstein.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now, and I mean this.
Yeah.
If anyone ever says anything bad about them ever, I'm going to kill them.
What?
I'm going to kill them.
If anyone ever says anything bad about any of those four guys,
Yeah.
you're going to kill them?
9/11, I wasn't that mad. This,
That just happened.
This is
You
another
should have
level.
been a little more mad.
I was pretty mad. I was, wasn't mad enough to enlist, but now?
Well, no.
These four guys, if anyone tries to take these guys down, that's worse than the Twin Towers, all right? That's like if the quadruplet towers went down.
I mean, I would say too soon, right? For what you're saying right now, that's too soon. It's 2002.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a year yet.
Yes, let the wounds heal, Rob.
Do we even know who Osama bin Laden is yet? I don't think so.
Yes, we know that.
Oh, we
Of
know
course-
that now?
Of course we do. Yes.
Listen, I don't watch.
Where have you been? It's been all over the news.
I don't watch the news.
You said,
all
but
right.
you knew his name. You said, do we know who he is yet? Listen,
Anyway,
I'm just trying to say that JT and Dana were both at the prom together. And what happened to Dana's date? Remember that?
Oh my God.
In that episode of Step by Step?
Well, she went with some guy it was like the most popular guy in school. And I think he had like just broken up with his girlfriend, right?
Well, yes.
So she was a bit of like the rebound chick.
He was the coolest guy in school. JT said to her, "You'll never go out with him because of his girlfriend's the hottest girl in school." She goes, "Oh, well, he just broke up with her." They go together, Dana and this cool guy, and Dana and JT are trading jabs with each other, if I recall. And then what happens, though, because JT goes to the prom and is like very reluctantly dancing with his 13-year-old date. And Dana is the date. Her date blows her off immediately. They get there. He walks over to the other side of the room because his ex-girlfriend walks in, and he realizes at that moment that he is still in love with her.
Such a typical story, honestly.
Yeah, right.
I mean, this has happened to me almost every dance I've ever been to, except for this one where I got stood up by some girl I didn't even know at her own prom. But for the number of times that I've gotten to go to the dance with the hot girl who's just been dumped by the hot guy, and then just to show up at the dance, and then she leaves me for him. Mm-hmm. Like, come on. If I had a nickel.
Every dance
I'd have, there's like 3 dances a year.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me because I would say that it's happened to me almost every day of my entire life.
What?
Yeah. Yes. Almost.
Almost every day.
Almost every day I wake up and with the intention of going to a dance.
Even though there's not one available.
Well, if I happen upon one, I have to be prepared. So I have my dance moves that I am practicing all night.
Oh, really?
Here's what happens every day. You walk into some place. Let's call it, I don't know, Rite Aid. And you're wearing your best tuxedo.
Mm-hmm. You have more than one?
I have a few, and one of them is my best. And that's the one I always wear. So you walk in, you go, "I'm here for the dance." And you say that kind of like that, like, "I'm here for the dance," in case there's a secret dance. Mm-hmm. Because some of these Rite Aids, from what I'm hearing, is they have dances.
Really?
But in a room where you are not allowed access to unless you know the password.
You think there's secret dances in the back room of a Rite Aid and the password is, "I'm here for the dance"?
Listen, I know we just met, but if you ever hung out with my Uncle Jeff, you would know that is true. Because that's what he has told me. That's where he dances like every day.
Listen, he seems like a hustler.
He hustles, and that is a dance too, the hustler. That's a move.
The hustle.
The
hustler?
No, the hustler.
I mean, I'm aware it's a magazine because some of my friends' dads have it.
It's when you take the magazine and you do a dance with it.
Oh. You like slow dance with the Hustler magazine?
It can be slow or sometimes very fast. But he's doing that in the secret back rooms of some of these Rite Aids.
Hey, Chris, I'm going to stop you right there. Hey, Chris, I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to dances. I think what he's doing is he's going to the magazine section of a Rite Aid, grabbing a Hustler. Going in the back room and,
So I see what you're implying.
What do you think he's doing? I think your Uncle Jeff is giving himself a little bit of the old...
You think? Well, what you think is that he's masturbating.
Yes.
In the back room
I don't
of
want
a
to say
Rite
it, but I think... I think he's asking, "Where's the bathroom?" Not, "Where's the dance?" Grabbing that Hustler magazine and heading to the back.
Well, so that's your opinion, and that's fine. And from my experience, I can't tell if these Rite Aids actually have dances or if they don't because no one has let me in the back room yet, despite my best tries.
What's your best try?
Is showing up in a tux and asking, "Where's the dance?"
And what do they say to you?
They usually laugh at me.
I mean, I get it. I think they think you're messing with them.
Listen, I honestly don't remember what my point was with this, but I could tell you this much, is that this episode of Step by Step reminds me so much of what's happening to us right now, Rob.
100%.
Right? Because
I'm complete alignment.
Thank you. Because we have JT, who shows up with a date that he didn't anticipate, and then Dana, who shows up with a date that she did anticipate, but was not as good of a guy as she thought he was.
No, in fact, we only heard him say like 7 words, and they were only to the ex-girlfriend.
He didn't talk to Dana at all.
No, and I have to say, this night has not gone the way we wanted it to.
No.
But I think just like JT and Dana, we're going to have a great prom.
You know what we should do?
Well, you remember how it ended, right?
The episode?
Yeah.
I believe JT and Dana had a conversation outside of the prom where they realized that everything was going to be okay.
And what are we doing right now?
We're doing that. Mm-hmm. And then they walked back inside the prom, linked arm in arm. Mm-hmm. You know what, Rob? The guy I just met? I think we have to take back the prom. Let's walk back in this prom. You and me will blow past Mr. Henderson.
Oh, yeah.
This guy cannot run fast, so he cannot catch us if we run linked arm. Mm-hmm. We honestly may want to.
Do you want to Red Rover him?
Red Rover him, yes, is what I'm saying. Because guess what? He will fall like a ton of bricks.
Good, and I'll hit him with my Kyocera brick.
He's not spry. Yes, and I'll hit him with my TI-86, just for good measure. We'll run into that prom. Mm-hmm. We're going to run up to the DJ stand. We're going to knock the DJ out cold with a bottle of something, and then we're going to put on the band Creed, because that's my favorite band in music.
No fucking way.
What?
No way. Your favorite band is Creed?
Well, it's a little lame, I know.
No. People who come on. Don't be modest.
Don't tell me you like Creed the band.
I don't like Creed. Fucking love Creed.
What?
Scott Stapp?
Scott Stapp, the lead singer of Creed.
Yeah.
He's one of my idols.
He is my idol. My only idol.
He's one of my idols, and the other idols are also him. In different outfits. And then we're going to put on Creed. And we're going to make this prom listen to Creed.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not going to have a choice. And you know what song it should be? Unforgiven, from My Own Prison.
Because these people are fucking unforgiven.
Yes.
These girls, for the way they
All
treated
of
us,
them.
Unforgiven, and everybody else. Mr. Henderson?
Mr. Henderson, most of all, is unforgiven.
And this brick, honestly, might kill him, and he's still not forgiven.
Not forgiven at all. And yes, I forgot we're going to smash him, too, with our phones. Anyway, we will be right back, and we're going to do that thing about Creed at the prom.
Step by step.
All right, so you know the plan?
Okay, yes, the plan. Okay, so we're in the vestibule, and we're standing here.
What the fuck is a vestibule?
It's the foyer. It's the beginning of the larger room.
Thank you.
Okay, so
17.
keep your voice down, please.
Oh God.
So
okay,
we're gonna. Okay, so as we planned, Mr. Henderson, I see him right now. He's standing there. He's looking at a clipboard, looking at probably a list of people he's going to give wedgies to.
You think that's what he keeps a clipboard for?
I know he does.
Just his wedgie list?
Yes, I know that's what it is. I've seen it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to run in. We're going to yell something at him, maybe, right? No, maybe not, because I don't want him to see it coming.
Motherfucker.
What if we just yell? God, what do we yell? Your body's a wonderland. That would be weird. Why would we do that? No, we won't do that. No, I don't.
What are you saying?
I don't know. Wow. Sorry.
Sorry. All right.
No. I'm not attracted to him. I'm not attracted to him.
John Mayer?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's who that is. You're right. I
think that song was out.
I don't know.
I think that's popular with the girls.
John Mayer, the guy who's playing all those cafes in Fairfield, Connecticut
I
right
think
now?
That guy, yeah.
Yes. Oh, he's up and coming for sure. If he's not already,
if
he's not already famous. Oh, but you can't. You don't know how to do it.
How.
You don't masturbate.
So, anyway, look.
So we're gonna
let the bodies hit the floor. I think that's what we should yell.
Yell that at him.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
sneak up on him. You think
sneak up on him? Sneak up on him. Whisper it, and then we Red Rover him to the ground.
That's
and then
right.
of course smash him. You smash him with your brick. I'll smash him with my calculator. Then we head straight for the DJ stand.
Talk about number crunching, huh?
Oh, that's a good one. So, are you ready? And when we get to the DJ,
wait, what do we do to the guy?
When we get to the DJ stand, we're gonna knock him out cold as well.
Oh, okay.
Grab a bottle. I said a bottle of something. I have not mapped this part out.
Oh, I still got the Jose Cuervo bottle.
Perfect.
The empty
Perfect. One. Yes. Smash it on his head. And then if we have to hit him with the brick and the calculator, we will. We'll see.
Probably good measure.
It probably doesn't hurt. It will hurt him. It won't hurt the cause. And then what we do is we jump on that.
No, we don't want to hurt the cause. You're going to put him on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, the cause is untouchable as far as I'm concerned. We don't have time to talk about this, but I mean, come on, right?
No.
Do you remember that bit he did about chocolate cake and how he served it for breakfast to his kids?
Yeah.
That is, in my mind, makes up for any wrongdoing. So, okay. On 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
All right.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. 3,
2,
1, go. All right. Here we go. We're approaching Mr. Henderson. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
All right. Close on him. Red Rover. Red Rover. Okay. Got him. All right. Now you smash him with a brick. Smash him. Okay. And here's my calculator. Okay, that one's not doing as much as the brick, I gotta be honest.
Not nearly, no.
But he is out cold. So now, run to the DJ stand. Everyone's looking at Mr. Henderson. Run. Okay.
Hey, you, DJ.
Should we do wait. Oh, you already alerted him, but should we do the hit the floor?
Oh, I thought we were just going to hit him with a bottle. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay, smash him. Okay, yep. And he was staring us dead in our eyes when we whispered at him, let the bodies hit the floor.
It was weird because he already saw us take out Mr.
I
Jefferson.
think that made it a little more menacing.
Henderson.
Yeah, but I think that made what we did a little more menacing, and I gotta be honest, it felt good.
It felt good. It's weird because we had to say it a few times to get through it.
Right. But he is down.
And out.
Out. But for good measure, let's grab the brick. And the TI-86. Grab the... okay, we're at the DJ stand here. Now what do we do? Do you have your weathered CD? Because I don't.
Hold on. Let me run to my car.
Well, hold on. Wait.
What?
It's not on weathered. The song that I want. Unforgiven?
No, that's on...
My Own Prison.
That's on My Own Prison.
Do you have that?
Yeah,
in
I
your
have
pocket?
that one. Yeah,
Okay,
I have
good.
one. Hang on.
Me
here.
too.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Put it in.
Okay, now let's... okay.
Fuck, read error. Hang on.
Did you try blowing on it?
Let me wipe it down.
Yeah, wipe it on your shirt. Yep, that'll do it.
All right. There we go.
And now let's play that
There
song.
we go. It's going.
Okay. Oh my God, Rob, do you see what's happening? Everyone's dancing.
Everyone is loving it.
They are loving it because how can you not dance to this song?
This is, if there's a most danceable song in the history of music, it's this. And they didn't even mean for it to be dance music.
It's not dance music in the traditional sense, but it is danceable, no doubt, and they are dancing nonstop. I'm going to turn it down. I hope that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can talk.
I'm going to turn it down almost nothing, but they're still dancing.
It's a little bit softer now. You know?
Yeah, one of those. So, but you know what's crazy to me? Just from hearing those few lyrics at the beginning.
Well, I know this song by heart. It's my favorite band.
Yeah, but what I'm noticing now is that it also kind of reminds me of that episode of Step by Step.
What do you mean?
You know, the one called Prom Night, the season 3 finale that we were talking about before
What we
outside.
just talked about in length?
Yes.
Yeah.
This song kind of reminds me of that, but that would be nuts.
I mean, to remind you of something is not nuts.
But it's more than a reminder. It almost seems like this song was written about that episode.
Oh.
But that's crazy.
I mean, I'll hear you out.
Well, I mean, can I just really quick read the lyrics to you?
You don't know them by heart?
Yeah, but I want to read them.
Oh, okay.
So, check this out. Unforgiven by Creed. I kept up with the prophecy you spoke. I kept up with the message inside. Lost sight of the irony of twisted faith. Lost sight of my soul and its void. Think I'm unforgiven to this world. Think I'm unforgiven to this world. Think I'm unforgiven. Whoa.
I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah, right? You see what I'm saying.
Let me take the lead on this one.
Please take the lead. Because to me, and you will have the lead, but to me, we're in this auditorium right now, and I got to tell you, this song reminds me of another thing you might do in this auditorium, and that is slam dunk a basketball. Right?
Yeah.
Because to me, this song is...
You put it right to the hoop with your
so
hand.
obvious that this song was written about that episode of Step by Step called Prom Night. I am getting this feeling like I could just grab a basketball.
Yeah, put your hand right over the hoop.
And then shoot it down.
Drop it down.
Yeah, drop it. I should drop, a slam drop.
A slam drop.
Yeah.
All right, so The line here. Think I'm unforgiven to this world. Think I'm unforgiven to this world. Think I'm unforgiven. You know who's unforgiven tonight? And you know who's unforgiven in that show?
Who?
Tonight, it's the girls who stood us up.
Well,
in that show, the one who's unforgiven?
Did we ever say their names, our dates?
Mine's Mallory.
Mine's Blanche. All right, so that's done. Go ahead.
You know who's unforgiven in this?
Please tell me.
Dana's date. For breaking up with his girlfriend, first of all, and then immediately getting another date.
To the prom, yeah.
That's bad to begin with.
She was a rebound. Dana was a rebound prom date.
You don't rebound for the prom, though.
Well, but this
Break up with
guy...
her after high school,
he's the
before you go
coolest.
to college.
He's the coolest guy in school. What's he going to do? Go stag? Like us? Like a couple of losers?
Don't break up with the hottest girl in school. Just go to prom.
Yeah. Who else is unforgiven? Maybe JT's friend for setting him up with a 13-year-old.
I think so. I think that guy is definitely unforgiven.
Is that basically it? Is that the song? That's the
I think it's
song,
about it.
right?
I think it says
yeah.
here, childish with my reasoning and pride.
Yeah.
Who's childish with their reasoning? Teenagers.
Children. Yes.
They're childish. They act like children.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
like
is
children.
proof. That's proof that the song is about the episode. That's insane. That's crazy. And look how much of a good time this prom is having now.
Now listen,
Yeah.
I'll say one thing. All right.
Please.
We talked about how the song relates to both, one, the night we're having, and two, the episode of Step by Step that we both vividly remember from 8 years ago.
Season 3 finale.
We watched
Prom
on
Night. Yeah.
live television, which will never die. But that could just be coincidence, you know?
Could be.
I don't want to say that Scott Stapp wrote this song about that show. We could just be finding things that aren't there.
Right.
I don't want to say that Scott Stapp is a genius who wrote all of his songs, you know, and was inspired by this show.
You don't want to say that.
I don't want to say that
right
now.
But I feel that. Right? That he is a genius who did write all of his songs about Step by Step. We should wrap this up, by the way, because I'm hearing cop sirens.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like somebody called the cops with a device that is not a brick or a calculator that actually got through to 911 because there's a lot of sirens
like
now.
a landline.
Maybe. Certainly, those exist.
All right, so then let's wrap it up. And you know what, Chris? It was great meeting you.
Is that a helicopter?
That is a helicopter. Honestly, this sounds like GTA.
Okay, yeah, it does. And
So-
just for me, I'm going to play Lit right now. As we're,
To close
because
it
we
out?
should run out.
That's
we're
one of
gonna
the
run out the
greatest
door.
songs, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to put on this song because we kind of are our own worst enemies right now.
A little bit,
Right?
A little bit. I think,
Okay.
honestly, though, aren't we all?
You said it. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. Hey, I hope we run into each other again.
Yeah, we're not going to talk again after this, right?
I don't plan on it because I think if
I don't
we
plan
do,
on it
we're
either,
both
no.
tied to the murders.
No, we should separate forever.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
Run.
Run. Okay. That was a straight up unedited recording that I happened to find. I forgot, Rob, that I used to record all that stuff back then.
Yeah. Can we talk about how uncut that was?
So uncut. How much do you want to talk about it?
There's a lot of things I don't want to talk about ever again.
Oh, well, the fact that we almost murdered those people. They didn't die.
Oh, they didn't die.
They didn't die.
Let's clarify. They didn't
No,
die.
they were better.
Better.
In some ways better, because they had all sorts of replacements in their bodies with like metal
Like
and
the
stuff.
$1 Million Man, yeah.
6 million. Some would say.
Some would say 6.
Yeah.
Inflation and stuff, sure.
In this day and age, in this economy, 6 million. But so no crimes technically were committed because no one died. That's how that works?
Anyway,
that was the recording, and I can't. The weirdest thing to me is that neither of us remembered that happened. And like we've been doing this podcast for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And we did an episode, almost 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And
15?
Yeah.
16, yeah.
16
years ago. That's
round up,
crazy.
that's almost 20. And neither of us remembered that it happened.
No, that's crazy. Like when you said like, hey, I have this old recording I have that I did with some guy where like I first realized
Yeah.
this whole
I had no idea it was you.
Scott Stapp
No
thing,
idea
and
it was you.
Me.
Yeah. Crazy. And you were like, that's weird because I have a similar experience. I didn't record it, but this other guy did.
And I've been trying to get in touch with him.
Right.
And I've been telling you this for like 3 years. I was like, I got to get a hold of this recording. And the whole time you had the damn thing.
It's insane.
And it took this episode
It took
to
this
actually
episode
finally-
to jog our memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
Incredible.
Yep. Well, that's the episode of Step by Step, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks, won't we?
God willing.
On behalf of the podcast, until then, my name is Chris McCarthy,
I'm Rob Haddon.
and we just want to say can't stab.
Won't stab.
Goodbye.
Good riddance.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.